I won't say this time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Too much fun. Last time I did that one, you started screaming. Remember that?
Scared me.
What's going on, everybody? We are back. Strictly Apple Talk, episode number 19. It is the week after Christmas, few days after Christmas for everybody.
Yep. Hope it was good.
We hope everyone had an amazing Christmas, that everyone is safe, happy, full of good food, and good tidings.
And we're 5 days away from 2025. 4 or 5 days away.
And 363 days away from Christmas.
I'm pretty sure your math's wrong, but we're above 350.
Yeah.
If that makes you feel better.
I was going to do a shout out to like a math teacher in the past. I don't. No.
Shout out to Santa.
Shout out to Santa. Doing your thing, man.
Coming down those chimneys.
Yeah, full of cookies. I bet he's got a tummy ache for days.
Absolutely. I know I do after 2.
Yeah, but he's got a lot of calcium. Drinking that milk. Shout out to reindeers.
Shout out to reindeers.
Yeah.
Shout out to, Dasher and Dancer and Prancer. And,
Oh, here we go.
was it Nixon?
Vixen.
Vixen.
Nixon.
Nixon was
I'm not a
I think
crook.
he was a president.
Yes, he was.
Well, shout out to him too.
Yeah. Shout out to Nixon. We love
Rest
you.
in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace. Okay, so we are back. Episode number 19. We are going to talk about a couple things today. First one being, we're going to go through some apps. The top apps of 2024 as we get ready to close out. So we're going to play a little game.
Okay.
Landon, and I'm going to have you do some guessing. All right. So we're going to do 2 categories. One being games, one being apps for iOS. So this is for the phone. We'll just see whether or not you get them. You can do, I'm going to make it easier for you. I was going to have you do top paid apps, top free apps. And then I was going to have you do top paid games and top free games. But it's hard to come up. I only have one game on my phone, to be honest.
I don't have.
Let's talk about that. I have one weakness, one game that would consider a game, and it is called Tiki Solitaire.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
Not one is a game.
Oh, dude, I think I got you beat.
I think you probably do, but I don't have a game. And some of those are they're collapsed ones. I don't have a game on my phone. I just don't do it.
These are all apps.
Are those scrolls?
They're all apps. Okay.
Rough.
I
I don't have a game. I'm not a game.
I have one. It's for a distraction point.
Not a gamer.
These little tiki guys, they literally they patronize me all the time because I don't complete the level. Anyway, old school. Shout out to Tiki World. And if I could get Tiki World to be a sponsor for me someday, game over. I quit. Okay. So let's go back to it. We're going to talk about apps first. Let's do top free apps. If you're good at this, I'll have you do top paid. Okay. So think about everything that you see online. Think about things that are on your phone.
Free apps.
5 free apps. Okay. From the App Store.
Well, you can download everything now. You can download Safari. So does that count?
No.
Okay.
Things that you have to choose to go and download. Nothing that comes from Apple.
Okay. Good.
Okay. Go ahead. Top free apps 2024.
Facebook.
Okay.
Instagram.
These are current.
Yes.
All together, but current.
Google.
Okay.
Google Maps.
Okay.
And then I would say the last one would probably be Twitter. X. It's probably not even on there. Did I get any of them right?
Should I give you top 10? You got one, dude.
What was the one? Facebook?
Google.
You're telling me, really?
Yeah.
What are they then? What are the top 5 free apps? That's insane.
Okay. So, I'm going to butcher it the first time because I say it 2 different ways.
There you go, saying Siri again.
Temu.
That is insane.
Temu.
Temu. It's definitely not Temu. I don't even know where you got that at.
I don't think I've ever heard anybody
There's
say
no.
it.
It's Temu.
How do you know?
Well, everybody says it that way.
Isn't it a Chinese-based company? I wonder if they say it that way.
I'm pretty sure it's Temu.
Okay. Well, if you
They
know,
don't care what you call it.
if you know in the comments, what do you call it? I call it. I've spun the wheel so many times, and I feel like it's a jip. I've ordered one thing one time, and I'm like, man,
Brooke,
they got me.
boxes.
Really?
Now they
It,
have
it takes a while to
warehouses
get
in
there.
the United States.
It took a while to get there. I forgot.
They used to take a while. Now get there quicker than Amazon.
Really?
Well, not quicker than Amazon, but within a couple of days for sure.
It literally came in like a bag that was taped up, and there were so many items, and I was like, what is going on with this?
Yeah, it's always taped up. It's always wrong, and you don't want to do the count. The count will never be right.
Okay, so now that you know that, top 5.
Temu's crazy.
Temu is the first one. Okay, give me a rough cut. None of those that you said before were on there. Do you have any other guesses?
Are any of them social media apps?
2 of them. So you got Google. Google was number 5.
Which is insane.
Temu was number 1. Shout out to
Meta is not on there.
shout
at
out to emus out there because emus. That was
all.
bad.
Meta is not on there at all.
Negative.
What are we going with?
When you said that,
Like Jonathan, give it a guess. Don't look. What's the guess? And the mic.
in the mic, tell us what you think coming from your generational standpoint.
Snapchat?
2, 3, and 4.
No clue.
Okay, ready?
You wouldn't have guessed these.
Number
either.
2, Threads.
Okay, I was going to say that, but that is unbelievable considering that I didn't think there were that many followers. How is that? There's more people. You have to have Instagram to have Threads, don't you?
You used to at the very beginning.
So how is that?
People, these are like the top downloaded apps. So people, you think about it, how many people
making
already had Google and everything else? This is what they were going for.
Top downloaded apps.
Yep.
So in 2024?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the top.
See, I'm thinking of the
Research downloaded.
top.
Landon was correct. You do indeed have to have an Instagram account to have a thread.
So, okay, so this question was then not the top that's always been downloaded, specifically this year, which
This
you
is
said,
Yeah.
but I didn't take
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Okay. In 2024, the top
You still
app,
got them wrong.
Facebook and Instagram have to be one of the top apps
Okay, you
ever
ready?
downloaded.
Number Temu, Threads. Number 3, TikTok.
I don't know how I didn't get that.
Number 4. What do you use every day?
Toothbrush.
My Time.
My time. Apple Watch.
You use My Time. It was a bad joke.
Oh. I'm thinking of an app.
I know. Number 4, ChatGPT.
Oh, yeah.
I was to say, what do you use every day? You didn't even think about that.
No, I initially thought about it the first time you asked me, but then I didn't get there. By 5, I just threw in Google.
Which brings me to a point. Number 5 was Google. ChatGPT, one of the most downloaded apps. And, it is free, but of course, they get money off of, that.
Yeah.
Not from us, but from everything. Now that it's integrated with Siri, do you think, do you think that'll go down, like their downloads?
Oh.
You know what I mean?
I know.
They have to take a cut. And we talked about this, I think, 2 episodes ago, but I said, did they buy into it? Did they own it? You know what I mean? With like Meta?
Apple,
Apple,
Apple probably has some form of ownership in ChatGPT
because they
now.
just took all of that away from them,
Yeah. Or they paid them enough money where it doesn't matter.
even though it was open platform, I guess.
And they still share that data with each other more than likely.
Okay, so let's go through the rest of them so you know. So Temu, Threads, TikTok, ChatGPT, Google. The next set
This is
was
6 through 10.
6 through 10. Instagram, WhatsApp Messenger,
What's that has been getting big?
CapCut Video Editor, YouTube, and then
CapCut.
Gmail.
Okay, now let me ask you this. Look up, Jonathan, the top apps ever to be downloaded. Flappy Bird's probably on there.
So you don't even. I'm going to run through the top paid apps.
Oh, I wouldn't even know that.
Yeah, because these are. Most people don't pay for apps. A lot of people pay for games and in-game stuff, but not apps.
Yeah.
So I'll run through those really quick while Jonathan's looking.
Something to do with Word.
Shadow Rocket was number 1. It's a rule-based proxy utility. Hot Schedules, business scheduling program. Procreate Pocket, which I know that. It's sketch and painting on the iPhone. 75 Hard, which is the official app of 75 Hard.
That's actually pretty impressive.
Really?
Because that is a big thing, but
I don't know
didn't
much
realize
about
it was
that.
big.
Is it betting? Or
No,
playing?
75 hard is a workout routine.
Oh, really?
It's like where
If
you
I'm
go
thinking of the right
yeah,
one.
You go sober of something for 75.
Oh,
You go
really?
sober of
No joke.
pretty much anything good.
And then the fifth one, everything good that's bad.
Yes, like
Yes.
food-wise.
Yeah.
And
And then number
A lot of
5
different
is Anki Mobile flashcards, smart and powerful flashcards, which is $24.99.
I bet it's a good flashcard.
Yeah.
I remember back in the day they had something like flashcards, but they were physical pieces of paper, and they called them index cards. Do you remember index cards?
I still use index cards.
Index cards, yeah. So that if you're hearing this, you've never heard of this. Is index cards. It's pretty crazy. One side was blank, completely blank, like a piece of paper, white piece of paper. The other side had lines on it, blue lines, and then the top was a little bit bigger line, and that was
It was
a
red. Yeah.
And those things were amazing. And you'd cut them in half and have two. You used to cut a 69-cent pack of index cards in half.
Dude,
and
I
had
used to do
double
4.
the amount.
I used to do 4, put them in sandwich baggies. My mom,
That's
I would have
crazy.
vocabulary test, and she would make me make index cards, and then she would sit there on the couch with me.
I did them every single night. I would come home, and when I was younger, I really struggled, still do,
Yeah.
at vocabulary
Yeah.
because I had to, you have to, here's the definition, you got to match the word with it
Yeah.
or whatever. And we didn't have the words that you could draw lines to. Or
Yeah.
like
Play old
you had
maid.
to actually remember the words and write them in there. And if you didn't spell them right, that was wrong. You're docked as well.
Yep.
But I used to use flashcards nonstop.
We used to do that too, as well as like
one of the best things to use, honestly.
kind of like the tests my mother would do. I would make a set, front and backwards. Like she would give me that, and I would have to say the word. But also, we would write the words on one, descriptions on other, line them next to each other, and you'd have
Oh.
to match them with
Like-
the right ones.
Just like drawing a line,
Yep.
but you got to, yeah.
Correct.
So what was the answer on that, Jonathan? The answer for this, the question for this answer is, what is the most popular apps ever to be downloaded?
From what my research has said, WhatsApp, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook Messenger, Spotify, YouTube, Snapchat, Zoom, Subway Surfer.
I believe that.
Subway Surfer is kind of strange to me.
I'm
but
surprised Angry Birds not on that. That was big. It's
Yeah.
a franchise at that point.
that's now it's just like if you're who plays Angry Birds now?
I think
or,
they
um,
deleted that, didn't they? There was some sort of legal aspect because Angry Birds was taken off completely, but now it's a franchise. Somebody bought that out.
Okay, who is not Candy Crush? Who is the
Candy Crush, that's it.
typical person that plays Candy Crush?
My mother.
Yes,
It's like
my
a,
mom.
it's like a, yeah, for sure, and it's always on an iPad.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Does your mom use her phone? I see
Yes.
people anytime I'm ever out or something like that. I'll see somebody. Specifically, if you've ever been on a cruise, you go on a cruise and there's people sitting by the pool deck in the middle of the ocean with a lot of different things to do on the boat, playing Candy Crush on their iPad.
Because they're in their home element.
They're feeling good. They're
Yeah.
they're comfortable.
Yeah.
Which is, it's just funny because you're on a cruise playing Candy Crush, but at the same exact time, they're comfortable in their space. But it's always on an iPad, and they're always
Right. An old janky iPad has been dropped a million times.
And
The
now I'm
kids
like,
have used.
throw them a little
Yeah.
sticker or something.
Every time I swipe for that special candy, my finger gets cut.
Right.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, the paid apps, which range from, the top ones were $2.99, $5.99 to $24.99, which is kind of crazy. I've seen some apps back in the day, especially went to get an app for Lincoln, and it was something that they were going to use in school. It was to communicate. So for those who don't know, one of my sons, Lincoln, he's autistic. And so they use a lot in schools, especially here in our school district. They use a lot of telecommunication,
Right.
because these kids love tablets. So they're able to communicate with them. So they would say the apps were set up beautifully, but like literally they would communicate in different ways. And so when they were choosing to do that, because they knew he loved iPad, because he was a genius with the iPad, went to go buy the app. And the app was literally like, to see an app in the App Store that's over $300 for an app.
Yeah.
I'm like, is it more than the iPad now?
Right.
It's pretty unruly. What's the most you've ever paid for an app? Do you pay for?
No.
I have.
No. Well, no, now I think it's a little different. Growing up, it's like, I'm not paying 99 cents for an app. But now,
No.
we've paid, what is an app? There's some apps that we use that we have like $300-$400 invested in on an app. But you can get any more than that. But it's for business stuff. So
Yeah. That's another thing I was going to ask you too. It sparked my curiosity with business or the home, but especially with business. Do you ever download apps that aren't free onto your Mac, that aren't through a web browser? Like when you get Chrome, you go to a web browser, you download it on your Mac.
Oh, that aren't free?
Yeah.
Or
if you have to like use Square, you have to go to their thing, download whatever.
No, I don't have. The only apps that I have on my I have like WhatsApp and they're all free. Messenger on my computer. I don't really have that many apps. It's
You mean
mainly
yeah? Which is
documents.
I thought about that. It's kind of crazy. We use everything through browser.
Yeah.
I mean, like I've got creativity apps. That you have to download, and a lot of them are through iOS.
Yep.
But
Yep.
honestly, you do everything through the browser.
Well, everything's switched to that now too. Even
Cloud
with
servicing and everything else.
Yeah. Even with, some of like Adobe and Photoshop stuff, it's a lot of it is
Cloud-based.
You
Yeah.
log on to something online and it's there. Just like I know a few people that use QuickBooks.
Yep.
And QuickBooks used to be an app.
Mhm.
And we had a lot of customers come in like, hey, my QuickBooks won't work. I updated my laptop. Well, it's not an app anymore. You log into
Yep.
your account online like you would Facebook.
Yep.
And then all your information's there. So
I know when I do like my tax returns for business, I used to have to buy the TurboTax
mm-hmm.
software, and now you purchase the software online, but it's all cloud based online.
Yeah. And a lot of stuff subscriptions too. It's not like
I want my CD.
Right. Well, if you even look about how Photoshop and Adobe and stuff, you used to buy it for $1,500 for the package,
Yep.
right? Now it's $24 a month or
I have
something.
my Creative Cloud, which is also crazy. So I have the base apps that I normally use, and it's subscription for those creatives, kind of a people who want to go into it. So I have subscription, a monthly subscription, and that's for cloud storage. And they sell them in different sets, like photography set or
Mhm.
videography. But I have to buy those certain apps every month, and eventually they run out.
Yeah.
Right. Now I've got like Lightroom because it comes through Mac OS. I get it through the store, but if I ever choose to cancel that subscription or whatever, everything that's stored in the cloud, all the photos and everything,
Yep.
I don't have them.
Yep.
I'd have
That's
to do it locally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But Creative Cloud is on there, which is amazing, and I've only had to
But
do
you're
it.
hooked. Will you ever delete it?
I can't. Which I mean,
You're a good customer.
yeah, and
See?
it's new and they're limited. It's pretty limited. Imagine using Facebook, locally on your phone or your computer, but then you had to use it in the cloud.
Yep.
It's now there's cloud based. I can use like Lightroom. I can use Adobe products on the cloud from anywhere using my services, but it's very limited.
Right.
Which
Isn't that
is-
crazy?
It is crazy.
It's pretty insane.
Super. If I'm
So
stuck,
that's how everything's turning into, and that's okay. It's a lot of it's better, but you're stuck for life. Like before, you'd buy something for even if it was $500 for Photoshop,
Yep.
which is how much it was,
right.
like $4.99 or $5.99. But now you're okay. I only pay $24 a month. Well, a couple years it's paid off, but
Yeah.
it always updates. You don't have to worry about that now. So it takes the worry away of having to in 5 years I got to buy this again. You just pay for it monthly.
And I think even Apple is going that way as well. I do a lot with Final Cut Pro for video editing. I purchased that. I had to purchase the app through the Mac store, through the Mac OS. And now, when they made the release, everybody was excited. You could get, and I remember because I was like, dude, I got to do it on my iPad Pro.
Mm-hmm.
I could do Final Cut Pro on the iPad, but it was an extra service, even though I own the app. It's $11.99 a month.
Crazy.
Yeah. But they give you just enough features where you're like, I need it.
Yeah.
I did it for like 3 months and I got rid of it because,
It's pretty insane.
Yeah.
It's cool though. It works. A lot of people like that.
Yeah.
I do think they should have grandfathered anybody that bought that. If you pay $500 for app, you should
Yep.
have for life,
Agreed.
free updates under that email or whatever.
Yeah.
But they didn't care about that.
And
too much.
I only have like 4 computers I can put it on, and I'm on up to 3.
Yeah.
Want to get a new one?
Oh.
Yeah. That's how they cut that deal.
Can you just delete it off the old one?
No. That's crazy. Okay, so let's go with the games really quick.
Games.
Top
Let's go.
5. I'll give you 10 that you can randomly name and see if you make any of the list. Because if you're just tuning into this right now, Landon guessed the top 5 apps. He got 1 out of 5. So if you got all 5, you can go ahead and take ownership of Strictly Apple. Landon will gladly give it over.
Please.
Yeah. So go ahead. Any 10 apps. We'll see if you make the top 5.
And these are,
I mean,
what are
games.
these apps again?
These are games.
Games.
Free or paid. We'll see if you
And
make
2024 overall.
right now.
Man, that's bad.
Overall in 2024.
Probably be a kid game. I have no idea. I don't even know where to start with games. Temple Run.
Okay. You know what? Okay, go ahead. You're going to do it, and then I'm going to have Jonathan do it.
Temple
Jonathan,
Run, Flappy Bird, Candy Crush,
2024.
Sims.
This is not 2017 or 11.
I have no idea what games would be. I genuinely have no idea.
Anything that kids
What's that
play.
lady that YouTube?
Look, okay, so think about kids. What do kids play?
Mrs. Rachel.
What are you talking about?
She's really popular
If
on.
you know, you know.
Is that cooking?
Mrs. Rachel is a big.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about now. I heard a parody song about her. Yeah.
I mean, I only know that because I have nephews.
Oh.
Not because I watch it.
Okay, Jonathan, go ahead. Don't cheat.
End of the mic. It keeps pulling away from me.
Sorry. I'm gonna go with Block Blast.
Okay, what else?
That's crazy.
Don't look. What are you looking at?
Nothing.
You're looking at it. Don't look
I
at it.
promise you, I'm not. I'm looking at my games that I have on my phone for
Okay.
reference. Jetpack Joyride.
Okay. Three more.
Minecraft.
Oh, Minecraft.
Okay.
Minecraft.
The Pokemon card game. The
Okay.
people that play it,
The
they
Go?
build- Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Subway Surfers.
Are those your guesses?
Is that 5?
Yep.
All right. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I got.
So, top free games 2024. Number 1. When we were driving to Walmart, Jonathan said, "What do you know about?"
Block Blast.
Yeah, Block Blast is number 1.
Okay, that's just where you stack blocks, right?
Are you hating on Block
Tetris.
Blast?
No,
It's-
okay, yeah,
it's
they have
Tetris.
another game. Yeah, that's
We've been playing that since
You know what
the
Tetris
60s.
is?
Blast. Yes, I know what Tetris is.
so they just that is insane to me.
They renamed it.
Another company came out with the same idea, promoted it better.
Yeah.
It's so fun and it's addicting.
It also was in the 80s or whenever they had
70s,
phones.
I bet.
Let us know your Block Blast high score in the comments.
Okay, so
I
Block
didn't-
Blast was
that's
number 1.
crazy.
Number 2 was Monopoly Go.
Okay, I've seen the advertisements.
Number 3 was Roblox, which I play quite often with the kids.
With
Do
the
I play
kids.
it?
With the,
The
if you're
kids.
with the kids.
I play the game that they want me to play. Liam constantly says, "Dad, will you get in this app?" And I said, "Sure." So he goes to my iPad, clicks in on it, even when I'm not around. He goes, "I've got to kill you 30 times to beat a challenge so that I can get a new upgrade." So he just kills me, and I run away, and he's like, "Da, da, da, da," and I run away. Da, da, da.
Is
What's
that
that?
a-
What's that one again? What's it called?
Roblox.
Roblox.
Yeah, Roblox. I was talking to your wife the other day because the
Yeah.
other day you told me you were like, "Sorry, I was playing Roblox with the kids."
Yeah.
And I talked to your wife, and she said, "I said, yeah, Alex said he was playing Roblox with Liz." She's like, "Kids haven't been here in 3 days. What are you talking about?"
I was playing with them online.
Yeah.
You know? It was a LAN party. Number 4 was Call of Duty Warzone Mobile, and 5 was Township. Now, one of yours did make it on there. Subway Surfers. Oh, you said that. Well,
I said My Sims.
yeah,
Should
it
have
was,
said Clash of Clans.
it was 9.
Block Blast is crazy.
Yeah, I do play one of these or have a few times for All Stars. Liam's really into
Oh
that.
yeah.
That was number 8. Top paid apps or top paid games were Minecraft, $6.99. Heads Up, which I do have.
Oh, that's a classic.
You know, you play the game.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
You pay for that?
Essential.
Yeah,
I like physical
Line.
$1.99.
I
line
like-
killer time.
card games though.
I hate card
Ooh,
games 'cause I'm
euchre.
dumb.
Euchre. Yeah, I go
Run
me
it.
and Brooke go
Run it.
crazy with Euchre.
Run it.
But yeah, I'd play for money.
Number 3, Geometry Dash at $2.99. Papa's
Pizzeria. One of the games.
Freezeria to Go, 99 cents. I've never heard of it. And number 5 is Balloons TD6.
Yeah, I got nothing. on
This
that.
is making me feel very, very old,
Yep.
and I'm not that old.
Monopoly's up there. Oh, I do have this one. It's still
What?
rocking, and I've been playing since like
What?
2013. Plague. You try to kill the whole world?
I got nothing.
You ever
on
play
that.
Mobsters?
Yes.
What's that? What was it called? It was Mobsters. There's an app called Mobsters. I had a lot of points on there. That's the last time I played a game, honestly, and that was probably so long. Mobsters. What's the actual name, Jonathan?
I don't know.
Can't even find it.
Mobsters.
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 It's called
game.
Strictly Apple.
No, Mobsters game. I mean, dude,
I got nothing on.
Mobsters, old Mobsters game. Mobsters iPhone game.
I'm going to look at my categories. You know, your little Apple tip for iOS. If you go to your, you can set them up different, but if you go to your home screen, you swipe all the way over on your right,
Your app library.
your app library, correct? And if you go to search, the top search section, that'll be everything from A to Z. But it also categorizes out recently used suggestions, which I do use suggestions a lot. It always knows what I want when I go to type.
I will say there's a game, one game that I have. I know it's on my phone.
I knew it was coming.
And I don't know where it is. I forget what it's called now. What's the game where you can build a farm?
Oh,
Heyday.
I was just talking to Brooke about.
Heyday.
I talked to Brooke about that.
Because you played.
I played, yeah, since it
Dude.
first started, and then it got crazy. It was,
Well, it's very time addicted, and the thing about Heyday is you want to get on every day because you want to get your crop.
Yeah.
You feel me? And
You feel me?
Feel him.
And you want to be like the best farmer possible. So you're.
As he pulls it up.
I'm pulling it up right now. I'm not lying. And
I got to re-download mine.
Heyday is welcome back, Landon.
Ooh.
Until the letter arrived. I would hope that it saved my. I had the farm guys. I had the pigs. I had the cows. I had the milk. I had the corn. I had the barn. I had the silo. I had the everything. I had the neighborhood. Look at this. This is crazy. It's wintertime there as well in my Heyday world, wherever that is.
My gosh.
This is crazy.
Look, this is the original Block Blasters.
Let me see. Oh, Tetris.
That's insane.
Bro. Well,
Yeah,
no.
You're right, man. That's so cool.
I think I lost my entire farm.
I just deleted the farm. Crops are on fire.
Dude, tap here to write your name.
Block Blast disappeared.
Block
Oh,
Blast.
no, I'll log in.
Okay.
Study hall.
So this
Essential.
has been a horrible. We need to have David in here on gaming. Him and I talk about emulators a lot, especially on iOS, and the games that he plays on his iOS devices are absolutely insane.
David's a gamer. He would love to be on
And
here.
he has 2 kids too, so
Yeah, and he's
Just kind of got everywhere all of a sudden, but that game thing really sparked some interest for me. And I don't play them, so.
one quick thing too. There was an Apple report. This is a side note on this episode. There was an Apple report because we had talked about it not too long ago about the Magic Mouse,
Mm-hmm.
and there are confirmed reports from Apple, credible sources.
New charger?
The new location of the charging port.
It shouldn't be on the bottom.
which is where?
Currently, flip it over.
Currently on the bottom. Yeah, Lightning.
Yeah, now try to plug it in and use it.
You
Yes,
can if you do this on the top half.
And you know what? They just came out with the M4 iMac, and it's still in the same spot. Now, it's USB-C, great, but it's still in the same underneath, so it doesn't make any sense. I think it would be very, very simple just to put it in the front.
No, I've got one better. You know how you have MagSafe or Q wireless charging?
Yes.
Imagine putting it just on a pad
It just charges.
when you're not using it, or a mouse pad that Q charges
That would make sense.
when you're using it.
The mouse pad's always charged, so it's MagSafe. Even for your keyboard,
Yep.
you could put a thing down, and it
You
would
could
charge.
put it on the wall.
It would charge your phones and everything.
Yeah, you literally put your mouse on the wall right in front of you.
Yeah.
Like that.
Or even if I think it would be cool too. So this right here is the current charger. This actually went with one of the M1 iMacs. It's blue. Has lightning adapter underneath. So when you charge it, it's like this. Well, whenever you go to use it, because of the charger, let me see if I can get this right. It's like this. Whenever you use it, you can't because of the charger. So it's like this the whole time. So everybody has to charge it, and they have to put it on their side, like this. And it's just a stupid concept. So I think it should be in the front right here. Just a little.
I would
Little.
agree. Do you prefer touchpad or what's it called? Magic?
You know, I was
I-
this guy. I was a mouse, but I just recently went to the touchpad.
I love the touchpad.
It is a lot better.
I use it
You
in
can do the whole screen.
my whole office desk. It's what I have on there. So I use a mouse on the go, and I use that.
I think a mouse is okay if you're like it's like a little screen. Like maybe if you're running on your computer, I think this would be fine. But if I have 27-inch screen, I'm like, you need to go the whole way. I need something to take me the whole distance.
Do you think they'll ever get rid of, like on a MacBook? Do you think they'll ever get rid of the trackpad?
I
Make you
don't
use
know what
external?
It would use
Yeah,
your
that-
eyes or something.
That's my next question. Like, what would be the replacement?
There are some pretty high tech gaming. I went to Micro Center not too long ago. High tech gaming ones that down there they have a fingerprint thing, and then there's another screen that shows you like stats,
Apple doesn't really focus on gaming.
kind of like
I
a
think
touch
they'll-
bar.
Yeah.
Oh.
The only thing that I think Apple can really do, I mean, the MacBook's great. Keep improving with the processor and the internals, but Face ID should be on a MacBook. You open the computer up, it opens. That doesn't make any sense.
Yep.
Or you can choose not to do that if you don't want to do that. And then it should be cellular. Those two things on the Mac, and you wouldn't be able to get a better computer. I mean, I don't think you are currently, anyways. But like that right there, Face ID, cellular, MacBooks.
I like it.
Everything else is cellular.
I like it. Okay, so we got a lot of stuff to talk about later on, but next time you hear us, it'll be
New Year's Eve.
around New Year's. Yeah.
Yeah, New Year's Eve. We'll do a big special podcast for New Year's Eve.
I love
so hopefully you had a Merry Christmas. Hopefully you're going to the New Year with a Merry New Year.
Yes.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Thank you once again. I know you've heard us before, but thank you for watching. Hopefully you're enjoying the video podcast.
Absolutely.
And yeah, we will see you one more time before the year closes out. My name's Alex.
I'm Landon.
I'm Jonathan.
And we're out. Peace.
Talk to you soon.